Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a midnight run. I take a break, catch up with life, a little bit of education, get certain things in order, and I come back and all sorts of wackiness tends to ensue. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, I had all these things lined up to discuss tonight with you wonderful folks here, but Hot Toys decided to bless us with a little bit of a surprise, which will be the first topic of tonight's Midnight Run. But before I get into the first topic, let's check in with the community here. Here we go. Start from the beginning. The Vulture Wars, of course. Bob Dylan, of course, of course. I've been waiting for this. Thank you so much. Braden, hello. How you doing? What is this? I will be out finishing up for projects and count on me, my witty banter. Bob, aren't you out in the East Coast? Shouldn't you be in bed, dear sir? Good morning from the UK. Absolutely. See you in an hour. Oh, here we go, 11 o'clock. Let's check in with the midnights. Let's do a little bit of fast forward. Corporate collections. It's almost there. It's been a minute. And come on, delight surprise, 3 a.m. There it is. Stephan, yeah, it's always delightful surprise at 3 a.m. in Virginia. Thank you, Stephen, for joining me on this wonderful little midnight run. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Trust me. Oh, we're gonna have some fun tonight. The freaks come out at night and then some. East Coast, 3 a.m. What's up, Denobi? Raymond de Guzman, 12 a.m. Pacific, Los Angeles. Hello, sir. Checking in from Manchester. What? Oh, did I just lose you? What did I do? No. No, don't hide current comment. What did I do? Sorry, I got my computer almost froze up there. Hope I didn't check in there. There you are. Okay, good morning. 8 a.m. Belgium, Ecto 1701 from Belgium. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you for joining in. Edwin, where are you checking in from? What part of the world are you hooked up, streaming in? Good day, sir. 3 p.m. from SG. Oh, you guys are going to kill me. SG. South Papua New Guinea? Oh, terrible. Coruscant, New York Senator. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Sir Ash. West Coast checking in, 3 a.m. in South Carolina. Denobi the Ponds, Seattle chapter reporting for duty. 5 p.m. Sydney, Australia. Hello from Arizona. Oh, you guys are coming in because, there's been all sorts of rumblings in internet land, hasn't there? Huh? Good evening. Hello. Let's get it all in. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun tonight. Afternoon, man. 5:02 p.m. in Brisbane, Australia. I hope you are doing well. I am doing well and then some. Good, sir. And midnight. There we go. Reno, Chili Willy. I don't think I've ever seen you from Reno, my own state here, Reno, Nevada. The Netherlands, Gilbert Hartman from the Netherlands. Third party, just do your thing. That means Hot Toys will follow next. Look at that midnight run. What do you got? Checking in from the Mecca 16 Hong Kong. Glad you're not drinking the Queen's Studio. Oh, that's right, Queen's Studio. I don't drink. See, I'm allergic to the Queen's Studio Kool-Aid. That apparently some in the community love chugging on that juice, huh? Chug a chug, huh? Goodness. Popping in at 5 p.m. Sydney. What's up? Insane week we got coming up here. Hot Toys and Star Wars. The Vulture tease only the beginning. It's pandemonium. Did I check in with Leonardo Hernandez? 3 a.m. in South Florida, Miami Beach, right? Miami Beach. I love Miami. 9 p.m. here in Paradise Island. God, let's midnight run. I think we're good. Are we good? We checked in. Can I get into bring back ASMR? No, there's no time for ASMR tonight. No time. Big kisses from the Arabian Gulf. Thank you. Singapore. Very nice. Commence the Vulture Wars. Hey, there's not going to be much of a war. It's going to be sending one commando and it's essentially the Emperor Palpatine at this point sending in Anakin to take care of the little scavenger, little third party schlocky companies. Uh, Anakin, gather up Toys Era and Eternal Toys and have them meet at Mustafar and dispose of them. I guess Jazz Inc. would fit into this group now too because he is in part of this pool. So Anakin round them all up to Mustafar, where the services will no longer be needed. 3 a.m. New York. Riley reviews past your bedtime. Yeah, what is Riley doing up away? Hello. What's going on, Riley? Should you be in bed? Riley, do I need to go over there and tuck you in? Come on now. Come on. There's a lot. I know. There's a lot of excitement going on tonight. I know. Philadelphia, John Miner. Spec of fiction shell by Gandalf through my links. So I can get my Iron Man bust. You get that right. Look. Hey, look. Here's the thing. I don't charge for my advice. I warned you kids out there about the third-party schlockiness. Did I not? I give it to you, right? All I ask in return is to click on my link, right? If you folks are going to go out there and shell out, oh my God, was it 500 and then some for Gandalf? You guys are clearly that horny to go back to the Shire. All I ask is just use my link, right? So I can get my Iron Man bust. That's it. What we got here? Toys Era stance with Tano. You guys are killing me. All right, look. I've said this once. Clearly no one listens. I'll say it again.
A week. Smaller than I thought it would be. That's not bad. But this, the eternal flame.
And with a snap of a finger, anybody that decided to invest or purchase a Jazz Inc. Iron Scavenger, it's now considered a fake. It's a fake. It is a knockoff. Use any of the words listed. Just like that. Just like that. And I said this to several close friends of mine. I don't know if I said this on Six Scale Mafia's stream. I think I even told it to Nate as a comment that when you introduce this amount of elements, when you introduce third-party companies like Toys Era, when you introduce Eternal Toys, which I believe it's another subsidiary of So Toys trying to dodge the copyright police. This is what happens. Just like that, thousands of collectors who decided to move forward with a Toys Era, and even Toys Era played that social media game, reaching out to the collectors. Oh, we listen, we sympathize with you. We'll make the wings bigger, right? Fine, because everybody was getting sour. Look, I told myself I was never, I had no skin in the game to comment on Jazz Inc. No, I mean, once that whole situation with the whole Batmobile was resolved, he reached out to me. He was polite. I was polite. He decided to purchase back the Batmobile. That was it. I'm like, fine. I'm not ever. That's it. No more dealings. But the problem is now he's now being lumped. He is being lumped right now with Toys Era, Eternal Toys, aka So Toys, because these third-party companies decided to go out of their way to make a unlicensed high-end meaning it's expensive product. Considering that a piece from Hot Toys was already teased, 4 years ago? It was in 2018. Now, I remember saying that why would we not assume that Hot Toys would not make their Vulture? Why? Because it was teased in 2018, right? Well, 2018 was also the year that they teased Attack of the Clones C3PO. And look at where we're at right now. We have an Attack of the Clones C3PO that was shown on that show. I was there. This is one of the cool things I enjoy about attending these trade shows. San Diego Comic-Con. I'll be attending Star Wars Celebration this week. This is the benefit is that I enjoy documenting these prototypes, the experience, archiving it so that I can so that I can say I was there, right?
I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago.
Because it seems that a lot of collectors tend to forget, or they get swooned by something shiny and new. Listen to me, folks, right? I have worked really hard in managing and curating the collection that you see behind me. I work very hard. It takes a lot at this point in my collecting history, to impress me or to woo me to a certain point. It's been no secret. I'm not a big fan of fake products, especially when they're charging high-end retail licensing price points. That just drives me bonkers. You're making a product that is inferior, it's unlicensed, it's a fake, and yet you feel obligated, or you feel entitled to charge $250, $300 because you're going out of your way and for making a product versus the regular companies who are doing it right, who are following the rules. It's not right. It's not right. Now, I'm not a big fan of that. And on occasion, there are a couple third-party pieces in my background that I've incorporated, probably less than 5. Out of the hundreds of figures I have, it's probably less than 5 when considered a knockoff. And I can tell you, majority of them live in Joker's Palace. That's one of the reasons I built the that little module case there, so that all the third-party figures or anything that's not licensed lives in that world, because they don't have the paperwork to exist or license to exist with the rest of the other good stuff that exists around me. That's just me. That's just how my mind works. That's how my logic works. That's how I manage my money, right? It's very it's expensive to collect. It's expensive, and we're now in the middle of one of the biggest storms. Everybody is schlocking out their biggest and their best. And look, yes, Hot Toys has fallen behind considerably, but they have yet to give me a reason to doubt that they will not deliver a product. Yeah, they're taking 2 years on certain stuff, but nonetheless, they are still delivering the product. It's until I get the evidence, until I get the personal experience that they will stop delivering a product, I will change my tune. I'll sing a different song. What do we got here? What do we got here? Hot Toys tease Vulture. Well, do you guys want to talk about the Vulture? Let's just talk about it. Let me pull it up here. So about 2 hours ago, pull this up here. Boom, boom, boom. This was teased. Spider-Man's Homecoming, the Vulture, was teased on Hot Toys. And with a snap of a finger, to my impression, it almost broke the internet community. It's wait till tomorrow. Wait till the East Coast gets a hold of this. There's a lesson to be learned here, folks. There is a huge lesson. I learned from my lesson. I learned from my mistakes. As a longtime 1/6 collector, I learned from my mistakes. I dabbled through certain third-party companies. You folks, if you followed me, you shared my my joy, my pain, the whole experience with the 1/6 scale Jazz Inc. Batmobile. You saw my positive highs, and then you saw it right when it started to fall apart. You experienced that. You even experienced a little bit of the community drama, right? Which was resolved. But and I did mention this on several other streams. I did at one point have the Jazz Inc. Iron Vulture on pre-order. I did. And it was because of my personal experience with the 1/6 scale Batmobile. I did reach out to him. Nope, no issues or problems. I go, look, I like to go ahead and cancel my Iron Scavenger. And he did. Nope, he was a nice guy. He went and canceled it, and boom, it was done. I did that just based on my personal experience from his first product, and that was it. Hands are washed. I was somewhat fascinated, right, with the third-party contenders that were coming in, and I was very well aware. I'm not on Facebook, but I'm well aware that there was rumblings. Oh, my Vulture is the best, and everybody claims that their Vulture is the best. But the thing with Hot Toys is that they have access to blueprints. They have access to CAD designs, blueprints, anything. In most cases, some of them were even on set for Infinity War and Endgame to grab those exact measurements. Now, I don't care what this is going to cost. This thing could probably cost $500. It probably isn't. The point is that we now have a licensed Vulture that has now been teased to us, and it's probably not going to go into pre-order probably for a few weeks. Hell, it can show up tomorrow, can show up for 2 months. This is Hot Toys. They tend to exist in a realm of uncertainty, but that's where we're at right now. This thing is going to blow us away. Just sprinkle in a little bit of Vulcan logic. Let's understand what has happened, right? The Vulture was teased in 2018. Third-party company at the time, Jazz Inc., decided to move forward with it and make it. Then recently, early in the year, 2 other third-party unlicensed companies decided to make their own versions of it for a fraction of the price. And I did say, I'm like, look, this is not going to be good. I go, if I was Hot Toys, I would make the Vulture just to teach them all a lesson. Because what happened is that
in chess, the pawns go first.
These other companies showed their hand. Howard Chan said, "Oh, that was very interesting. Hold my beer, sir." Everybody showed what they got. Howard Chan probably cracked his knuckles and says, "I got this." Let's look at some comments here. Been rambling. Let's rambling here. Denobi, when are you interviewing the politician John from Queen? No. I have no interest in that at all. No. His first appearance told me what type of individual he is. Best Ben, what we got here? Any comments? You're going to be a celebration. I'm only going to be there for Thursday and Friday. I'll be flying out there Wednesday night. I have to work. I can't wait. I'm going to do some live coverage, Bugman. It'll be fun. Feels like Hot Toys called everyone's bluff and everyone treated them. The coming soon page is different. Things are changing. I said this multiple times. This is a variant version of Hot Toys we've never experienced before. Something after 2020, and they I think experienced near bankruptcy, near closure, and they've been granted a life through their government funds, and they're not dicking around anymore. They've clearly shown multiple examples. Do not F with us. Multiple examples. Cyborg, C-3PO, etc. They're not fooling around at all. My kid is 4. By the time we get the Hot Toys Vulture, I'll be able to gift it to him as a high school presentation. I don't think moving forward, as of March forward, I don't think we're going to be experiencing those 2-year delays anymore. You can't sustain a business like that with that 2-year delay. that excuse of the whole situation of the 2020 event, right? It's getting old, and the whole situation with the world and inflation and oil price. If you don't adapt, if you don't pivot very quickly, you end up like and like you end up like like Sears, you end up like Toys R Us, you end up like these companies, these longevity companies that thought that they were untouchable, and the minute that the environment pivoted into a minute direction, they just were snapped out of existence. Hot Toys is no different. Remember, they are a toy company. Multiple toy companies did go out of business in 2020. One dear and to my heart was Master Replicas. That hurts. I'm still disappointed that Master Replicas could not have survived 2020. Yeah, get Toys R Us to do best when Han Solo just released theirs. That's not a that's actually not a bad maneuver there if you take a look. It's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Nikolai the Great and Powerful, Toys Era, CGPO2. What do we got here? The graveyard is now ripe for picking, and then some. It's very, very interesting because this, where is it? This was shown in 2018. I know, I was there. 2018. And we called Hot Toys' bluff. I mean, if we learned anything from the last couple of years, the way that Hot Toys is being managed, they're pretty much giving us what we want. They're like, look, we can't be picky anymore. They probably took a big bath on the whole Endgame merchandise, the whole 2-year delays, and by the time most of those stuff came out, no one gave a shit. Just doesn't. But Spider-Man is trending hot right now. Spider-Man No Way Home made over $2 billion, and it's still generating income. It is still making money, and Sony is working on a game for their PlayStation 5, and there's going to be maps based on the game, and we got Doc Ock, and we have all this good, fun stuff coming up here. This, I just, hell, let's go back to that photo again. Look at that. I mean, look at that. The fan blades. It's glowing. It's gonna glow LED. Look at the feather tips. Those feather tips are going to be articulated, folks. This is going to have true articulation. Hell, you know what? If I was Howard Chan, they might even give us 2 versions of the suit. Did you know that the Vulture suit, there's 2 versions. There's the regular version with the wings, the first you see, and then it actually got modified, the 2.0 for the flight, the air flight seal maneuver. The suit was modified. It changed. So that I can create that air seal on it. So it is minute. I know because I went on Wikipedia, and then you can look at the screen images. It's a little bit bigger and so forth. So Hot Toys, they may even give us the advantage of giving us 2 versions of this suit. I'm telling you, are they going to make a lot of money? Probably not. But at this point, it's not even, I just don't think it's about money. And I said this, I go, look, at this point, it's about sending a message. All right. You know, it's honestly, that's what it is. And it's going to create the doubt that they probably intended to do, right? They're going to let collectors know, if you folks keep betraying our loyalty, right? Very mobster-like mentality. This is what's going to happen. And I can't wait. It could be probably 2 years. And at this point, I don't care about the money. I just know that the R&D that Hot Toys will put into this is going to be phenomenal. Are they going to give us a Michael Keaton head? I don't know. I don't know, but I can tell you from this photo right now that this thing is going to have multiple joints. Do any of the other third parties have joints? From what I understand, the only one that's been out in the market is the Jazz Inc. one, and all I've ever heard that it's too heavy and it doesn't, it's not articulated, and you have to you have to use two iron ring bars to hold the thing up, and you don't want to put it at a high place because I don't know. It's heavy. It's not a lot of people really shared, I think, genuine opinions on it. So, and then the fact that Toys R Us, I bought a couple things from Toys R Us. Toys R Us is trash. Make no mistake, folks. Toys R Us is fucking trash. The several figures I bought from Toys R Us has been a disappointment. Complete, utter disappointment. I got their trashy Harrison Ford Blade Runner figure. It was atrocious for what they were asking for. I got it, and it ended up right behind me in Joker's Palace, next to the other inferior characters that live in that world that I create. What do we have here? We got Air Predator. This is So Toys. Now I have that Robin, and it's okay. It's not the best, but I have the Robin that they made, the Teen Titans Robin. It's okay. It's actually one of the ones that I have in my regular collection that I thought was the quality had just reached high enough that I could integrate it with my DC figure lines. But even so, I found I found flaws on it that other collectors ignored or didn't want to focus on, because something that bugs me is that because it's a third party figure, I've heard other collectors make excuses, or they don't focus on it, or they don't put it on the same pedestal as Hot Toys. Well, and they should, because if they're asking for that amount of money, they absolutely should. If you're asking $250 for a So Toys figures, that's Hot Toys money, and I'm going to scrutinize that figure in the same sense I would as a Hot Toys, because if you feel that you're worthy enough to ask for $250, then yes, not like, oh, I think it's a good interpretation. No, but so this is the one. It's fine. I mean, $350. It's speculative assumption that this is going to be a great figure. I wouldn't make this. If you were So Toys, would you even want to? Oh, Hot Toys just teased it. No one's going to buy this shit right now. Toys era. The other elephant in the room, right? Ew, I wouldn't touch this. I purchased the Blade Runner Harrison Ford from Toys R Us. That was trash. I purchased the Blade Runner 2049, the chick. I forgot her name. The holographic chick. She was somewhat disappointing. I had to feisten her up to get her up to the standards, just to even hang out in the alleyway to Joker's Palace. And we get to 2018 to the Vulture. This is a beautiful piece. It's a prototype. Intricate details. There was joints on this thing. Are the other companies going to give us this is right here. This is it here, folks. It's all about the Sinister Six right now. It is all about Marvel's Spider-Man Sinister Six. We have Doc Ock coming up. We have a licensed version of Green Goblin. We have Electro. Now we have Michael Keaton's The Vulture, right? You're going to be able to build a phenomenal diorama in your module case. I can't imagine you putting that in a D-top or maybe in a bookcase or something. You're going to be able to build an epic battle with your Spider-Man figures and having these awesome high-end villains to pose with. It is going to be bonkers, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Again, we don't know when this is going to go into pre-order. I know Jazz Inc. was charging $600 plus shipping. I understand the folks who did decide to move forward with it do enjoy it. Whether or not they'll enjoy it after Hot Toys releases their licensed version and their upgraded version, I don't know. Those individuals probably would want to share they'll have to share their opinions on social media, just so I can kind of gather. But with just a couple hours notice, it's out there. This was credit to Bob Dylan, but I mean, look, the memes are going to come out, right? This is it. This is the world we live in, right? We're a bunch of prima donna high male collectors that like buying expensive figures, and this is it right here. This is what happens. And I said this too. I said the minute that Hot Toys releases the Vulture, Hot Toys is going to be the, you know, Hot Toys is going to do the, Hot Toys would never do it. Look at their pattern behavior the last. They're releasing whack the DeLorean, for crying out loud. They gave me what I want. A Mark II hover converted DeLorean. Oh my God. It's like Howard Chan has been replaced by a synthetic android. It's hell. It could be like Weekend at Bernie's out there. I mean, this is completely new management over at Hot Toys, right? And of course it's to be expected. The market's going to shift, right? Right? And who's going to want the when you can sell it now, right? Just like that, boom, like that, value has dropped. Everyone's going to want to upload there. And my thoughts and prayers to the Hong Kong retailers who took pre-orders for the Sky Scavenger, right? That's what it's called, the Sky Scavenger, and the Air Predator. Who's going to want to keep this? You can keep the deposits. Why would anybody ever want to fulfill their invoice now, knowing that Hot Toys has now teased it? And well, it's just a teaser. Look, their pattern behavior now is that when they tease something, they're not fucking around. It's going to get made. It's plain. Again, they can release this pre-order tomorrow, 4 days. Hell, they could even debut it at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll be there this year. I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con. Let me address the collector here, because I can keep ranting all here. I need some help. Oh my God, Professor, hold on. I'm looking at the comments. Professor, you want to jump? Is that no? It's Brick Bretta. Brick Bretta. I need some help here, folks, because I'm telling you, this was supposed to be a Star Wars celebration stream, and I can keep ranting on this, and I need some opinions, because maybe I'm sounding a little bit too mean. Where are you? Where are you, Professor? Let me see if I can get him, because he's Pacific. And I can, Professor, oh, there you go. Let me see if he wants to join in. If I can get a Professor to join, though, he's very Star Wars. So I like to hear what somebody on the Star Wars, if you're interested, Professor, if you're joining in chest the pawns go first. In chest the pawns go first. What? I saw Big Brother. Big Brother, are you there? Do you want to join in? Let me get him, because he's Mr. Third Party King. So he can add he can whip out the fire extinguisher on my rant in here. If he wants to come in, Big Brother. See if I can get him to show up here. Oh. Who else is on the stream? Riley. Tutankhamun, but what do we have here? Let me go through the comments here. Who let's go back. What do we have here? Didn't they do this for Classic? Yes, they did. Third-party company teased a Classic Loki, and Hot Toys says, no, we got this. And they did. They're just right there. I mean, I said this at the beginning of the stream, there is a lesson to be learned here, folks. We are bombarded with so many pre-orders right now, so much stuff. We don't have time for distractions like this with the Vulture. We spent a lot of freaking time. And Professor, thank you for joining in. We spent it seems in the last 30 to 60 days, we are being distracted by Star Wars, by Queen's studio. A lot of time was spent with the whole debate on the Vulture. This is a very important, significant piece in the community, right? It's not only toy politics, right? but it's the whole issues of it, of the sticker price, of do you want to add this? Because even the majority of us are going through the Star Wars fever right now. Make no mistake, Marvel isn't going anywhere. Marvel will still hold its value, assuming that Star Wars can continue the whole momentum. So
Yeah, I mean, where the hell?
Professor, what's going on? You coming in audio or you doing some video? What you got? I know I'm
No,
keeping you up.
Hey, can you hear me?
I don't see you. If you're coming, what do you got here? I like how they. Let me see. I like how they drop pre-order 6 months to a year after the project is reviewed, but didn't used to be like that. It's we live in a different world right now, ugly kid. It's things are so different. It sure seems like that. Jetta saying, moral of the story is Hot Toys always has the last laugh, and on multiple instances they have been having the very last laugh. What it really is just having money floating around without having an item, have multiple POs. Look, they're all guilty of this right now. All right, Hot Toys is very guilty of collecting a lot of deposits, which I feel it's a concern. It feels very pyramid schemy, but so are other 1/6 scale companies. I kind of feel Queen Studios is doing this too, and uh, another company that's starting to show a little bit slight delay is probably going to be Exo 6. Just a few months ago, they teased a 30 plus bunch of Star Trek figures, and were assumptions a lot of this stuff was going to get released, down the road. And I think the only thing we've gotten is Mirror Sulu. I haven't gotten my Next Generation Q robes, so they have like a Cisco on pre-order. They're all doing this right now. Is my point. They're all kind of passing the charity plate right now, doing their own little internal fundraisers, and um, the pileups are still getting worse. Pileups are still very much getting worse. Big Bretta, if you want to chime in really quick, I did send you an invite, Big Bretta. Otherwise, in the next few minutes, I'm going to switch it over to Star Wars because I think I've been going a little bit too deep onto the Vulture, because this is hot right now. This right here is a pivotal shift in the community right now. Howard must be Breaking Bad. Stay out of my territory. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Let me switch. Mario's half asleep for sure. Wake up, homie. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you said he's having a bad connection. I sent it to him if he wants to join in. KG Collector, you want to chime in really quick? I know you love a little bit of Marvel. You have a spot. Oh, look at you. You did message me, and I'll add you on really quick. What about, I sent it to Big Brother. I'm outside right now, but I'm watching chat. Oh, gotcha. You did reply back. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to let Mario a few more minutes because I'm going to switch it over, booting on my PC. I'll be back. All right. So I'll go a little bit. Let me, Bugman, I'm outside. Okay. Let me do this really quick here. Let me switch this up a little bit here. What else do we got here that I wanted to talk about? So I talked about Vulture. Let's remove this here for a quick, because we're gonna go a little bit. Well, Mario and KG are setting up. I'm gonna discuss a little bit of some of those drops that we have the weekend. Where are we? All right, so boom. Let's talk about some Luke. I'm going to tell you folks right now, I am super duper excited for this Snowspeeder Luke. One of the things that I look forward to when I'm buying a 1/6 scale figure from Hot Toys is that if the figure will stoke my imagination, will the actual character And Luke has never done this. Luke, I've gotten him and I'll pose him and I'll throw him with Jabba and so forth. But what's interesting about this one right here is that it invokes my imagination of creativity, where I'm now tempted to, I'd want to build a diorama. I love the fact that his grappling hook is magnetized. I love the fact that because his pilot suit is so generic, that if I wanted to buy a double, I can swap out his head and I can build, I don't know, Biggs Darklighter or one of his buddies from Mos Espa, or I don't know, maybe even fatten the suit up and create Porkins. The point is that this is one of those characters that after seeing the sideshow unboxing, it's just like, this is really, really cool. I was not excited for this figure until I saw the sideshow unboxing on it. And it just started getting the gears all wound up. And I'm like, man, there's a lot of stuff that I can do with this Bespin Luke. I'm excited for this guy. I'm in no hurry to get him. I did pre-order him through Alter Ego back in 2020. So I'm going to be getting my not Bespin Luke, my Snowspeeder Luke with free shipping and no tax. So no plug-in for Alter Ego. I like how they double box the figure. So Denobi, as you know, I'm all in on the diorama scene creation in terms of display. Yes. Yeah. You know, when you go module case, I've always said the worst thing about owning module cases is that A, they're expensive, and then B, they're even more expensive because you want to create scenes. You now have a kind of like a chalkboard where your imagination isn't as restrictive. You can do so much more with a module case. So, all right, looks we got a couple people here. So let me go back over here. Let me remove this here, and let's go back to the vultures. I want to hear some thoughts because I feel I was a little bit mean. Let's get in Mario. Mario, thank you for joining.
Hey, no, absolutely. Thanks for the
And
invite, man.
KG. Hello, hello.
Wow.
Going on?
KG, isn't it past your bedtime, bro?
I know.
No.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
What are you
No.
doing up, young man?
The thing is,
I saw.
I got COVID, so
Oh, sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah. So no, I'm feeling much better. I'm negative, but they have to evaluate my test, so I got school off tomorrow. So yeah, I got time.
Ah.
Yeah.
This guy. Wow, what the hell? I mean, seriously, Denobi, this is just like completely came out of left field and blindsided all of us. And immediately, you showed the BST post of people trying to get rid of this thing already, man. It's just
I
like,
saw that.
but the thing is that why I'm still skeptic is that Yost is still doing the what is it, the Battinson Batmobile, right?
Yeah.
However, Hot Toys came around and says, hey, okay, we're doing something too. Queen Studios said the same thing. Hot Toys went ahead and showed their teaser, but still hasn't dropped a pre-order yet. Right? I mean, I've seen this stuff happen many times where, you know, we've seen stuff at a con, we'll see it teased in a post, and things never drop at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, while the trend has been the resurrected figures from the graveyard have been coming back for pre-orders. I'm pretty sure this will happen, but again, I can't help but be skeptic, and I'll just believe it when I see the pre-order drop. You know, for me, it's as simple as that. But yeah, that
You don't believe this will happen? You think this is just these type of social media teases? They've been 100% on the ball so far. You know that.
So far. No, I agree. I agree. But the thing is that, you know, given their history and how many times that I've been teased personally with so much shit that I've been wanting to see, I just can't help but remain skeptic about it.
And that's perfectly normal because you and I, we've been in this game a little bit longer than most of the year one collectors who started in the last couple of years. So that is to be expected. And that's why I said earlier on, like, look, after 2020, their behavioral pattern is not what we're used to. You've even said that on a couple of times too.
Definitely.
They're not, it's like Howard Chant's been replaced by an android or somebody, a synthetic, somebody, because what they're doing is not the norm, but it's understandable. You have to adapt. These are desperate, trying times. There's a lot of, I mean, if you want to be the alpha wolf in the pack, there's other wolves out there in the woods that are trying to take that mantle. And in cases, and I said this too, that if I was Howard Chan, I would release this Vulture just to teach him a lot. It's not even about profit at this point. It's just about teaching them a lesson because it's a very aggressive toy market right now. Wouldn't you agree, Mario? It's very aggressive out there.
Now with InArt in the picture,
pre-orders? Huh?
Yeah. Now with InArt in the picture, now it's even that much more aggressive.
Yeah. Why are we still entertaining Queen's Studios? I thought Anthony did a good job on 1/6 Scale Mafia, but this individual is still dishing out a lot of the PR crap that he did the first time, and it's still I don't get it. I don't even understand why we're entertaining him or the company anymore. They're clearly fundraising now. That's exactly what they're doing. They're asking you to take another leap of faith on Gandalf without even releasing the Joker yet. You're out of your mind.
But the thing is, well, yeah, Queen Studios has been around for a few years already, with their statue. Like, granted, yes, this is their first time dipping their toe in the 1/6 scale game, and you guys and everyone is absolutely right, considering the fact that they haven't really dropped anything yet for 6 scale. It's just, I think, me personally, I still keep my faith in what they've done previously with their statues, and I think they'll come through. I don't think this is nothing like Molecule 8, as to where they had no history of any product at all, right? As to InArt is a bit of a different story. Granted, it's a bit of a different ball game what they were in, but still they're still coming through with product, and I still have faith in them. But I totally get what everybody's skepticism.
Genobi, I got a friend that wants to join in as well. He's in the chat as well. I sent him the link. He's just checking if it's all right to join.
Is it Riley?
Yes, it's right.
Yeah, bring him on.
Yeah. There you go.
Probably is he going to stream from his bed under the sheets? That'd be kind of cool. I'm assuming with a flashlight. Wouldn't that be cool? Hey, Genobi, under the sheets. That'd be awesome.
Wonder Twins activate.
Yeah. So this is such a lesson right here. This is such a you guys got what you deserved. I mean,
treasures.
It's
Stuff in here is fake. Yeah. Weak. Smaller than I thought it would be.
Oh my.
That's not bad.
Ooh, updated.
But this, the eternal flame.
Right? with a snap of a finger, all of those are fakes. And now everybody's like, holy shit. Can I cancel my pre-order and get my money back? I've been making payments for 6 months on the Iron Scavenger. Please,
actually,
can I have my
Riley told me that 1/6 Kid went out and said, if you want to cancel your pre-orders, you have I think a certain amount of time to cancel your pre-orders, because after this announcement, they're like, you can go cancel the Eternal toys and the Toys Era if you wanted to. You have I think within 24 hours to cancel to get your refund.
Holy jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
So that's it. So it just, when they send out those invoices, no one's going to fulfill those. And they're like, yeah, no thanks. Now that this guy exists, and again, and I understand Mario's point of view, but they have not given me a reason to doubt that this will enter to pre-order status based on their history. I've always held that strong prejudice from the Boneyard and even the Comic-Con. Like anything that was seen at Comic-Con, it's like, oh, I never took anything serious when I was at San Diego Comic-Con. I took the photos, I took the videos. I don't believe anything that 1/6 scale TIE fighter.
You know what it reminds me of, Denobi? I don't know if anybody in the chat or if anybody in the panel were tech heads, once in their life, but back at CES, Consumer Electronics Show, they will show all kinds of stuff where these tech companies were developing these products that looked amazing, right? Next level stuff. I mean, I don't want to say innovating, but there was some cool stuff that was coming out. And when it didn't come out, they would call it's known as vaporware. And that's how I see all this stuff coming out at these cons. It's absolute vaporware.
Yeah.
And it's
and maybe before 2020 you can get away with that because it's all about flashy and kind of getting that reach around, but you can't do that anymore. These are aggressive times. Again, I think I updated the sheets. Like we're at 126. I mean, yeah, they're releasing. Hot Toys needs to release 2 like figures every week to catch up by the end of the year to get their pre-orders under 62, I think was the math I did. Wow. They're not doing it. So when last week when they released Snowspeeder Luke and Moff Gideon, I was already expecting that. And they're like, "Oh, is this our normal?" It's like, no, they need to catch up. They need to kind of pick up the processing. The whole situation too, KG, Mario's having bad connection.
Yeah, no worries.
The other situation too is that now that collectors have now been burnt and now coming out of the whole situation, they're not day one pre-ordering as they should not.
Right.
Because they know it's scary getting those. There was a point in time where receiving a sideshow invoice was fun. It's no fun anymore if you're getting 2 to 3 of them in under 7 days. It sure is not. It is absolutely not. So that's why I'm kind of predicting that moving forward, we're even with all these pre-orders, it's going to end up being small batches, and they're going to have to eventually catch up. They're going to have to eventually break down. But did you pre-order any of the Toys Era Vultures or
no?
Okay.
No.
Good for you.
No, I couldn't because with Hot Toys you just never know because you never know what's up in their sleeves. They might announce like right now with the Vulture they gave us a tease. I mean, I love the Toys Era and the Eternal Toys and what Jazz Inc. has done with all those Vulture stuff, but I was just waiting for the real deal. Hot Toys they made it way back in 2018, when I first saw your video on it, and I was amazed by that. I was amazed by the engineering that you can move it. I mean, you could do with the Jazz Inc. too, but I don't think you can move the
They're not
wheels.
Articulated. You can look at these wingtips. Hello, sir. Hello, Riley. Thank you for joining.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
It was supposed to be a Star Wars celebration, the Road to Celebration, but I've been bitching about this for so much, wagging the finger of shame, and I'm like,
exactly.
I give away my free advice. No one listens to me to avoid these fakeries, and look what happens.
Right, perfect timing, perfect.
I mean, it's a dangerous Hot Toys. I have never seen this before from Hot Toys. I mean, we've seen it a little bit with the Cyborg. I mean, nobody thought we'd get a reissue of Cyborg until we got that, Snyder cut and everything. But I also think the kind of influence or like the boost that Hot Toys got was Morbius as well. Spoiler alert, he was in Morbius.
That's right. With the Vulture suit, right?
Yeah. Which also kind of gave like, oh shoot, they're about to start something. So give it also, Sinister Six, he's a part of the Sinister Six, and Hot Toys saw this an advantage point where, where they see the money part, like, okay, people want to build their Sinister Six. Me and Riley, we're huge Spidey fans, so we're building that sort of display because I love the Vulture in the film. Homecoming is my least favorite film, but the Vulture character really, really helped for sure. And I was amazed 100%. By in home, during the Homecoming and all before the Infinity War and Endgame stuff, that this didn't go on pre-order. I was amazed by it.
So,
yeah.
It to cut. I mean, I was too that. It did not go into pre-order. But it was teased in 2018, and who's to say it was always meant to be released into pre-order in 2020? If there's ever a year that was throttled, it was clearly 2020.
Yeah.
Could they have been? Could there been stoked by the fires by the competitors? Probably. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Probably because they're like, look, we can't keep doing this shit. We can't keep letting these guys come into our turf and not paying the tribute fees.
Yep.
So
killed them.
Yeah. And I said this too, like I said, either on Mafia stream or Geeking Out, I go, guys, why would you not assume that Hot Toys not make the Vulture? It was teased in 2018, as was Attack of the Clones C-3PO.
Yes.
I was there. I took the photo same year. So yes, they're falling behind, but nonetheless, they are definitely moving forward. I don't even care what the price is on this. It's going to be a clear home run for me. I don't just those wingtips alone. They look articulated. You could look. I'm like, oh my god, is any of the other guys the feather tips? Are they going to be articulated? Yeah.
I do want to mention that I love what Jazz Inc. had done. I think what he was doing for many collectors out there that, this thing didn't come out, but for $600, it's not even licensed, and if this was,
it's going to be cheaper than 600, the hot toy.
Yeah,
surely.
Well, let's just say it's like 600 ship. Let's just say that. I think that's a better deal.
Do you think this is going to be 600? Let's play the guessing game. Let's use this as a timestamp. I think this thing is going to retail for between 400 and 450.
Me
and Riley, we went live earlier on IG, and I said 550.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know, because 550. That's a hard sale, though. That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
they're taking the advantage for what a lot of Spidey fans out there now, and Spider-Man's huge. And
I would probably say probably like 475, 450. But I think if you push that, it's hard.
I tell you what, I'll even double down on it. I'll say there'll be two versions. There'll be a regular and a deluxe, because there is a 2.0 version of the Vulture. It was seen in the film. Did you know that?
Oh, from Morbius? Is that what we're talking about?
No, in the movie he had two different outfits, right?
Yeah. The suit got upgraded with that aerial flight, the vacuum seal. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's how he's able to go on the plane. Yeah, that's true.
Well, here's the thing. It will be 550 if it comes with the scope.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking 450 deluxe and then 550 whatever. I think they're going to take a loss on this purposely to set an example. Mario, what do you think? What do you think about the price point?
I'm calling 430 between 430 and 480 with no head sculpt.
Yeah. I think it'll be 400 just to set an example. It's not even about something like this. It may not even companies look, it's not abnormal when companies are going up against a rival to spend money for tactical maneuvers like this. Pepsi and Coke do this shit all the time. Companies do this. Microsoft and Apple.
It's fair game.
It's not even, sometimes when you do products, it's not even about making a profit. And I think this is one of those pieces that I predict. I'm like, they may just do this just to disrupt the market. They disrupted the market earlier this week, Mario, didn't they? By Hot Toys partnering up with Sideshow and day one shipping or semi day one shipping the Jangos, right? While all the other YouTuber influencers decided to spend a premium, right? Right? Like, I'm going to review it, so I'll pay a premium through Toys Wonder Crap, right? To get the Jango. Wait a minute, KT, you didn't pre-order Jango through Toys Wonder Crap, did you?
I don't pre-order through.
Okay. All right. I'll wag the finger. You didn't, Riley. You didn't. No. Oh, Mario, you did. Did you?
No, I don't buy anything overseas, bro.
Okay. All right. Goodness.
I have, but I don't.
That's a no-no. That's a no-no.
Okay.
Don't do that.
It's not smart. You're nowhere. You can't manage or curate a collection like that in these trying times. If you're buying day one pre-order pricing from these guys, no. It's that's
too oversaturated of a market. Yeah. You can't do it.
I mean, you can find a battle damage armament for way below retail now. I mean, it's insane. Like what Riley says, the market's oversaturated. Like, I'm not even worried for this Vulture. That's why I don't day one pre-order anymore, because
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna sell out. So it definitely will be.
Let's say if this thing is 475 ship, not 475, but let's say like 530 ship. Let's just say that. I can probably find one after the 2 months it was released. Maybe if the market's still oversaturated, 400 ship, maybe under than that. So it's just, you can find good deals out there. You just got to be patient.
Yeah, I have. I bought 2012 Captain America from Line Rock Toys with free shipping, no tax, $243, cheaper than Sideshow. So the deals are out there.
Then when are you going to buy that 2-pack boba and you're going to stuff them in the sand? Remember?
I'm
still holding on to that
because I know once he gets on the discount,
once it drops enough,
I will keep my promise to the viewers. I will travel to the Mojave Desert. I'll find a sand pit. I'll set up the cameras. I'll bring some action figures, and I'll bury the son of a bitch out in the sand. I'll even add a GoPro in the sand. And he's, it's like, help me.
I mean, trip out to Vegas for this one.
It's really insane because remember with Venom was going for crazy money. I mean, you couldn't find him for at least retail. It was going for $1,000, and then the whole issue with the peeling, and then now I think by then Sideshow had a bunch of them. Now you can find them for like under retail. You just never. The thing is, a lot of people, and I was like this too, but I didn't do it, buying multiple figures because of reselling, and that's just nowadays you just can't do that.
Oh no.
It's just
no. The here's the thing though, and maybe Mario can back me up on this. That market was even before the world fell apart in March 2020. It was already starting to get saturated by that first quarter.
Yeah.
People were buying doubles on 50s, and I was already keeping an eye on that. I'm like, oh, this is no good. This is no good. Did you see? Do you remember ever keeping an eye on that, Mara? Even before,
I did notice.
Yeah.
I did notice that there were some figures actually that were coming out there did seem to be a lot of them, and again, even before everything happened, nothing like really went waitlisted before anything dropped anymore.
Yeah.
So that was also a clear sign that everybody will get a chance to get
this
whatever they need.
This comment.
You like this comment? I like it too. I find it very entertaining. I almost want to ask the everyday collector, how can you be okay asking this ridiculous question to support a company who's fundraising for a second figure when they haven't even released the first one, and they've never released a 1/6 scale figure to the market, and that bullshit excuse of statues, I'm sorry, it does not hold up. The charlatan snake oilsman guy has said it multiple times on the streams. They are using a different factory to manufacture the figures. They're not being cold cast resin next to that lifelike Wonder Woman bust. It is a different, it's all being outsourced. Yeah. So I then ask you, and why would you even entertain this company for and I'm still kind of annoyed with this guy too. I feel like I was tricked on this one here.
What's
Asmus?
Yeah. Like this is like a day project for me. Like I'm not happy with the beard. I'm not happy with his zombie eyes. The base doesn't interlock. It was Vulture.
What?
Vulture went down. Marvel Legends Vulture to celebrate.
It seemed
pretty
like
nice. Asmus was overhyped, and I fell for it. Bored one day, sitting on the toilet. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll buy it. I got it. I'm like, God damn it, the community tricked me. Shame on the community for tricking me on this deceptive Asmus. Like no, and it was expensive too. That sucker's like $400. That's like the deluxe version. And you guys are asking to swallow another Gandalf pill from Queen Studios fundraising tactics when they haven't even released Joker yet? No.
Yeah. Look, that 500. Look, I can appreciate what Queen Studios is doing with that Gandalf. I love the way it looks, but you're comparing Vulture to a Gandalf. Ultimately, a lot of collectors like me and Riley, we're going to pick the Vulture over Gandalf. I mean, you're paying for the ones,
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. It all comes down to the person. But me and Riley, we're huge.
Are you getting this, Mario? Do you like Lord of the Rings? Is this your cup of tea?
I do like Lord of the Rings. I can't lie that this is not tempting. But yeah, I just haven't had a chance to figure out whether or not I'm gonna, jump in.
You can't go down this whole line, huh?
I mean, for $500, can't you buy a ticket to New Zealand and actually go visit the Shire yourself and go look for Ian McKellen? And
yeah, but then that fades away as a memory, man. Here I got
you get the figure forever.
I got a full time representation here on the shelf, man.
No, I don't know. I don't care about the Lord of the Rings, and then their little Hobbit spinoff thing. It just doesn't.
It looks cool. It looks good.
No, and it looks fine. It looks great from these photos. If these photos are genuine, it's already been. It's highly suspected that they've been doctored. But
because they're too good.
Well, it's Photoshop, but but to play devil's advocate, the blogger photos when a Hot Toys figure is released, they are Photoshopped too. A lot of them do use airbrush, but the
those
difference
lightsabers don't light up like that.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
We all know that.
So, but the difference is, again, they haven't validated their license card for the 1/6 scale community, and I just don't buy into any of the whole they make statues great. That's probably a separate marketing team, a separate design team. How do we know it's not being outsourced to the Toys Era team or the Soso teams? We don't know. We won't know until
It's just the Joker. That's it. Once the Joker comes, it has to. If it doesn't land, then that's it. They're toast.
We'll definitely find out.
Wait till we get the Joker from Queen Studios, and you open it up, and it turns out to be Cesar Romero. You're like that.
Hey, I'll be good with that. I'll be good with Cesar Romero, man. I can use that one in the collection. Did you end up pre-ordering that set?
Which one? The Cesar Romero?
Joker. Well, if you want to call it that, the NR Joker.
Oh hell no. No,
he didn't go for it.
No, remember my whole debate was I'm plugging Spec Fiction so I can get my Iron Man bust.
I see. Mark bust. You want that bust?
I want that bust, but I'm like I don't folks. I don't believe this company. I don't believe their holographic represent. Their guide, their point man that tells you exactly. And I was listening to Six Seal Mafia. And the cats on the stream kept asking him whimsical questions like what do you think the DeLorean's going to be like? And I'm like, you guys, and he's just buttering you guys up, and he's just grabbing like the jar of butter. Obviously it's going to be a good DeLorean. It's going to be good. How about DC? Oh, we're going to do good in DC, and and how about these other characters? Oh, it's going to be great characters. He's just double wanking, and I'm working from here, and I'm just like, why are we still entertaining them? They haven't. They're clearly fundraising, and again, I'll play devil's advocate. I feel that all of them are fundraising right now. They're all borrowing from Paul to pay Peter. I feel that Hot Toys is doing it. I feel that Queen's Studios is doing it. I feel that XO6 is slipping into that mentality there too. They teased 30 plus figures, and all we've gotten is Mir Sulu, and you're like, what?
That's a lot of teases.
So everybody is flashy dashy. Now we got Star Wars Celebration, and there's going to be some big guns there. Hot Toys even said it. Hot Toys even cracked their knuckles. Oh, we got some more stuff we're going to show you there too.
Yeah,
they showed it. Yeah,
it's. Look, $500 is too much money. Mario, you're not going to spend this. Mario, if you pre-order this, I'm gonna come find you in California. I'm gonna knock.
Come do what?
I'm
in Bakersfield, dude.
Is
Come
Mario
get me.
here? Mario here is like, hey, Genobi. And I'm gonna grab your wallet. You don't deserve this card anymore. I'm gonna take this.
Well, I mean, Mario's going to Star Wars Celebration. You're going to Genobi.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, go tell him there. Go tell him face to face.
I'm gonna have
to, Riley.
I'm gonna look. Maybe I should provide a service. If I wasn't so busy working, I would provide a service where I would travel around the country and I would visit collectors and I would audit their pre-orders. No, you don't need this shit. No.
Wow.
You need this.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Why don't you have this character? You have blah blah blah. Why don't I don't know? Do not. No, you need here. Give me your card. I'll add this to your pre-order right now.
You need the DeLorean. Put it in the cart. Yeah.
Wow.
This is, to me, entertaining Queen Studios is such a waste. It really is. It really is. They're showing you their best, fantastic, whimsical Gandalf here. And I mean, for all we know, it could be a deception from, who's the villain in Lord of the Rings? Is it Sauron? It could be deceptive from the eye of the tower, right? Mario knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to create a pun here. There has to be a pun.
Eye of Sauron.
The Eye of Sauron.
Eye of Sauron is being deceptive here on this crap. So audit and pre-orders. I'm gonna have to, right, Bretta? I can't trust these kids. I don't know. They're not buying the right characters. They're wasting their money on wackiness like this here. Like, oh, that Gandalf looked cool with the rooted hair. F that. You don't need that shit. You don't need to go back to the Shire that much. We got a lot of good stuff. We got Marvel.
Oh my god.
We got Marvel. We got Star Wars.
Whoa.
We got Star Wars, folks. We got this guy here. This guy right here. Look at this guy right here. This guy right here.
There you go.
This is what we're talking about, Mario.
That's
right
the
here.
built one. There you go.
This right here. This right here. This spurs my imagination. Mario, do you know what I want to do with this when I get this guy? I
kind of don't want to know, but okay.
I won't touch him. I won't touch him. I want to create the underbelly of an AT-AT, attach it to the top of my module case, and have him hanging down.
Well, that's cool.
You know, I've even thought about commissioning a 3D printed sculpt of an AT-AT leg. You know, where you can go on Thing University.
Entire leg, you say? Wow.
Just one leg. Just
sure.
one leg. Just a 3D print the leg.
Oh, great.
Way, yeah, just to have Luke there. This is what, and that's what this character does. Like cool, because I have 2 Max 140s coming up, and I'm gonna create another. I'm gonna dedicate another module case to Star Wars. I'm like, you know, but the problem is that I bottleneck myself into one scene, and I have to maximize my space. But I would love to 3D print a 1/6 scale AT-AT leg. I think that'd be cool. I think that would be awesome on this. I can't.
Listening to your idea of an AT-AT leg, I can't help but think about A Christmas Story with the leg lamp. Why hasn't anybody done something like that with an AT-AT leg as a lamp? Wow. No, I mean that's
there you go.
That'd be a cool idea.
But what is this crap? What is it? Hold on here. Then I've got a third leg. I need a real leg, not a chicken walker leg, James. Right? I don't need the little chicken walker. That's not gonna work. I need like a real AT-AT leg. So maybe he'll. Oh, smart ass.
Okay, look it. I can nitpick this thing in the fact that, and it's gonna sound really, really freaking dorky and stupid. That scene that you want to try to recreate doesn't work, considering that he has a gun holster. He didn't have it then. He didn't have it until he got to Dagobah.
Oh, wow.
So
that would on the Star Wars card. He knows. He knows everything. There you go.
So that would bug me to no end. It's nitpicky, but that's just me.
Are you gonna put the correct boots on him? What's wrong with his boots? Did I miss something about his boots? Is he not the accurate?
Those are the right boots.
I was gonna. Yeah. Then I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think Hot Toys would get that wrong.
I don't think Hot Toys would get that
wrong. Someone confused with the X-Wing boots in A New Hope? That's different.
What's up, Clone Collector? Always hanging out from the check you out.
Yo.
Maybe you have 6. You can have all 6. 6. No, see now you're just fake flexing, James. No, that's no. No, you're. I'm gonna take point. You keep up these shenanigans, James. I'm taking some points away from you now.
Well, what can I say? Your comment has garnered a negative points. 10 points will be deducted.
Wow, why did you add that?
Bro, what the hell?
Wow.
I had to. For silly comments like that, I'm gonna have to start deducting points. So that's my point deductor now. I can't wait for this. This Luke here is good. And then Jango Fett is pretty awesome too. He's a day one pre-order for me back when I was doing day one pre-orders back in 20, because he's 2020. I pre-ordered him through Alter Ego, and Mark at Alter Ego is still grandfathering in any pre-orders from 2020 with free ship and no tax. So that for me is the best deal.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's what, 280 something retail?
Yeah, 285. I think
285. He's not cheap. Yeah, so that was one of the pre-orders. I'm like, cool, I'll keep it through Mark over at Alter Ego, and I'll save some money. I'm not in a hurry. Look, there was a point in time where I was excited to get this stuff, but now I'm terrified of getting invoices now. Aren't you, Mario?
No, my stuff's paid off. So bring it.
Wow.
Dude, I've had like freaking 2 years to sit on this thing, man, to help pay this guy off, man. Same with freaking Luke, man.
So
I mean, come
smart.
on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Give you some points over there, man. That's the way. No, I did. Well, the thing too with Ultra Ego though is that he doesn't even collect it. At that point, he wasn't collecting non-refundable deposits, so it's a full charge up. He just holds me the spot. So, no, but that's actually good, Mario. I mean, the fact that you can do that is actually pretty good. Did you something I learned about the Jango Fett unboxing through Sideshow is that he had 2 different rocket packs. I never
I
never
noticed
that.
Did you know that, Mario? Because I didn't know that.
No, I never noticed it actually when the pre-order dropped. So that's actually nice. I appreciate that.
I had no clue. I thought that was cool. And with the unboxing of Sideshow, it started to make me feel better with the value. I'm like, oh, there's actually a lot of stuff that's coming with Jango. I always felt he wasn't worth the price for a long time, so I was never excited. In fact, a lot of people, even I think Lane Kramer was one of several people, even ended up canceling him because they felt he was too much. And then when they got to see the Sideshow unboxing, you got to see the value. I'm like, oh, cool. He's coming with 2 rocket packs. He's coming with multiple hands. He's coming with the blasters, the head sculpt,
blades. He's got a lot
of
that's
stuff. Right. Is it 2 helmets or is it just the top of it?
You just get
the top.
Yeah. It's a battle damage.
The dome is swappable.
Yeah. And then you got the little part there. So you can create multiple poses, which I thought was really, really cool. I thought that was really neat.
There's a lot you can do with this.
What did you guys think of the head sculpt? Because I know some people actually didn't really care for it, but I think it looks great.
I think it's like a 7 out of 10. I'm not too excited for it, but I'm always a collector that would prefer the helmeted version anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me that much. Do you plan on using the head sculpt, Mario?
No, I don't think so. There are some characters that I really appreciate when they have a head sculpt, and I would display them. Like case in point is the Snowspeeder Luke. Yes, it is helmeted, but I like to display my figures, with the sculpt holding the helmet.
Yeah.
I did that with Captain Rex for the longest time, and then when I put the helmet back on, when I put the helmet on recently, I'm like, dude, I should have done this like a long time ago. Same thing with Cody.
You're just sick of seeing Tamar Morrison's face, huh? You don't want to see his face in the collection anymore.
After the Book of Boba, man, I think I need to cover up. I'm sorry, man, but tomorrow you're getting helmeted, bro.
It's and if anything, I may even sell the head. Sometimes the heads are
really.
I may just keep them. I really.
Well, what happens in Vegas, man?
Yeah, what happens in Vegas?
Sell the head,
stays. Yeah. Well, the thing is though is that I want a lot of.
Riley got me.
Yeah, you gotta look. You gotta sell it.
The head. Yeah.
Oh my God.
KG just barely got it.
Oh God! No, come on now. We got.
I mean, it's true.
We got a chaperone here, Mario. Come on now. We got a chaperone.
Yeah, come on.
Chaperone. Chaperone's closed, man. It's like almost 1:30 in the morning.
It's after dark.
In the morning, man.
I wasn't too excited for Moff Gideon. He's more of a mandatory buy. He's coming into my collection. I did not pre-order him. He's just not a character that he's okay. I will not risk another Krennic situation.
You don't want that.
Yeah. He
I learned that lesson a long time ago with Star Wars, man. Can't risk anything, so I just freaking get them all.
Star Wars is tricky.
No, I'm with you, Mario. I don't want to deal with the secondary market. He will be coming. I just don't think he's going to sell out very fast. I think he's going to. I honestly think he's going to sit on the Sideshow shelves right next to Lando for quite a while.
Long time.
Long time. He's not going.
Unless he does something crazy, and if he's in the next season or something, maybe like people pick him up. But yeah.
And I also think too that people are kind of like not buying him right now because they're still waiting that Chrome Mando because they kind of want to. Maybe recreate that scene. So they're just like, I don't need it right now. But until that Chrome Mando comes up, maybe possibly it might help the sales, but not too much.
Yeah. Looks good, though.
It looks fine. I have nothing negative to say about it. It's just I have to nitpick. Last week, I got hit with 4 invoices.
Same here.
Last week, yeah. I
get?
got hit with what? Finally, I got my Wonder Woman 84,
nice.
the deluxe
Wow.
version. Something else I got hit with too. The classic Spider-Man.
Yep, I have them right here.
Scorpion, yeah. That shipped. There you go. Yeah, that's mandatory.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful figure. The whole setup diorama.
When you get in hand Kenobi,
yeah. I got hit with my astronaut, Blitzway astronaut. I actually did a review. I got hit with 4 invoices. I don't like that. To me, I find that stressful. Even though I have the money, I just because it comes in and then I end up throwing it in the corner of the room.
Right.
Unbox them.
You didn't really need to have it then. You could have waited, but
yeah, and that's why that's where I started last year. I'm like, it doesn't make sense today when pre-order this anymore. I need to. I would rather buy it when I'm ready to sit with it
when it's in stock and you're ready to buy it.
Yeah. There's no reason to do it anymore. Celebration here.
Yeah, I do agree with you when you mentioned that this is one of those ones where you kind of like you feel like it's like a forced purchase. This one right here.
It is.
Where it's not like you don't need it, but I mean, you just want it, just because you don't want to deal with the secondary market, like you mentioned.
Exactly, and I recently got my credit on the secondary market. And it was just one of the ones that I always told myself I was going to go back and buy, but I never got around to it. And I don't know how long this Star Wars mania is going to last, Mario. It could last for another year, and then with a snap of the finger, it's done.
It's fine. Hey, man, that's fine by me, man.
Yeah,
as long as it's in your room.
It actually drops, I can go back and go ahead and pick up some stuff that I missed out on, man. That I'm still looking for. So hey, man, I welcome that.
I also don't like to troop build, but man, they're making it attractive to troop build some of those. They're making it very attractive. I don't know if you do that or not. Do you, Mario or KG? Do you guys troop build?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try and get it. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
What do you expect to know? He's a Star Wars player.
There you go. I know Mario is.
Dude, how many are in there? That's crazy.
It's a beautiful display, Mario.
That's 19 right there, man. This whole second case is gonna be full of troopers too pretty soon. So
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I'm going with right now. You can see the troopers right behind me.
Cases.
I have the troopers right behind me, and you can.
Hey, Janome, when you run out of room, man, I mean, let me come by and scoop up that sail barge from you, man.
Oh no, that sail barge. Look, there's a reason why that sail barge is strategically positioned right behind me. It's a reminder to folks. Yeah, it's a reminder to folks watching in. I dish out this free advice. I told you, folks out there, about all this fakery and all this toys there and all this nonsense, and I preach. I even preached on the last couple HasLabs on multiple streams. I mentioned it that HasLabs are gold. Well, everybody else is buying multiples of Hot Toys to flip. There's no money in multiple flips and Hot Toys. It's the market right now is Kickstarters and HasLabs. I have made a mint on every
Kickstarters like InArt.
That's
Kickstarters like InArt.
That's farce. Yeah,
that's a good. That's
example. A complete farce. Yeah, I would never support any. Yeah, no way. But no.
You got the Batmobile, right? Huh? Yeah, you got the Batmobile, right? The RC thing from the Robert Pattinson from what do you?
It's on pre-order. I backed it. Yes, it hasn't shipped yet, and I will be making a video. Yeah, I'll be making a video on the Mattel Creations. That's Robert Pattinson Batmobile. Yeah. I do have that on. I do have Galactus on pre-order.
Ooh.
The HasLab Marvel, and then I
gotta check those out. I got good stuff.
And then I have already?
What's that?
Isn't it already out?
No, the Sentinel is out.
Sentinel. That's what I was thinking about.
The Sentinel is
out. That's right.
And what else did I back? I backed some Sky Strikers, the newly G.I. Joe Sky Strikers, and then I backed a few of the Proton packs, the Ghostbusters Proton packs. I backed a few of those. Yeah. And yeah, that's what I did. But that's, to me, I know people are trying to make money selling their collections. Right now, there's no money selling your collection right now. It's a saturated heavy market
right now.
I stopped selling it a few years ago because I realized even before 2020, the market was getting really, really crowded. Mario, you don't sell any of your figures, do you? You just
of course I do, man. I've got some. I got some stuff I need to move, man. I've got.
Did you sell the 46 to Marco?
Yeah, I just sold the 46. I hooked him up, man. Marcos is my dude. But yeah, I got an endoskeleton Terminator that I didn't get rid of. I've got
the Genesis, the Genesis one.
Genesis, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna throw that one out there. Neo. Hot toy. You're interested in that one, Denobi?
I am actually interested in the Genesis endoskeleton. That's one of my misses. Yeah.
Oh, I just guessed.
Ooh, he's clutching the pearls.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. When will I see you on Thursday or Friday?
Look, I'm sure no interest. I mean, if you want, I don't care. Right?
Oh yeah. Brush it off. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. But because I have the Blitzway endo arms standing right, the mechanical.
It'll look nice with it. It'll look nice. Yeah.
Nice companion.
You see the mechanical arm to the far corner.
Yep.
Right
I do. Wow, that looks nice.
The Genesis endoskeleton was one of the ones that people were making fun of the film, and I thought it was a small batch, and it didn't stay on Sideshow very long. Sometimes,
no.
No,
1/6.
1/6. Okay. It was a variant version of Terminator of the Genesis film, and I always wanted it. And it sold out pretty fast. Same thing for Hela too. Hela was always one I wanted to get, and
I remember that
she didn't stick around very long. So,
you sold it?
I never had Hela. It sold out quick, and I never got around to getting it. So, to me, it was always a miss.
I had her. She was a beautiful figure, but had to go eventually.
You sold her, and I think Mafia had her too, right?
Yeah,
her, Yondu, and
yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can I get a because I did not pre-order this guy through Sideshow. Nobody has gotten this yet from Sideshow, right? The Anakin on the step, right?
Nope.
No Mario?
I don't think so.
No, not the step one. No.
I think they put shipping shipping notifications, but they didn't drop. Right. They didn't actually ship them. So
exactly, what the hell? With Jango, they went ahead and charged and shipped right away. What the hell is that? So why are they freaking taking our money?
I just don't
on stuff that they're telling us that it's going to come in stock and just to hold it. But they still they still charge us, but they sit on it for like 2 weeks before they freaking ship it, man.
Right.
That's right. Bob Dylan was telling me that's right. They're shipping. So unless it's at port, I'm assuming it was one of those that it's at port and it's crowded, congested, and weren't able to unload it. So
here's the thing. I called Sideshow on Friday because I had the 2-bag Boba Fett on order as well, and they charged me on Friday and they said, "Oh yeah, we have shipments in just right now. We just got it in. Still preparing to ship. Hasn't shipped yet."
Yeah,
that's tough.
I think it's a beautiful figure. I want two. I won't be able to buy two right away, but I definitely, absolutely want two of these. It's really the step. It's the vehicle. To me, the value in this is the vehicle, because that design of the step was also seen in the cartoons being ridden by droids, by battle droids. By multiple different versions of it. So you could have like the Geonosian droid, you can have the Phantom Menace.
The same step?
Huh?
I think it was a different color.
This step, yes. On the CG version of the Clone Wars, yes. Yes.
Well, yeah, that's what this is from. This is from the movie.
This is from the Clone Wars, yes. Yeah. So if you want to have a battle droid on it, yeah. So are we gonna get the step again? Well, of course we are. It'll be a battle droid based off the Phantom Menace for their 30th anniversary, whatever anniversary,
right?
So forth. But I don't think with these type of variants, we're never going to see them again for a very long time. And that was something that I said. Like, I get it. You can buy the Mandalorian speeder bike right now, the white version. It's sitting there collecting dust. But the minute that sells out, you can absolutely assume it'll become a chase, where it'll start to climb on the secondary value. It only tends to happen with Star Wars. Once it sells out from Sideshow, the market usually will flip on that same week. So, and there's a lot being released and so forth. So, I thought they were going, if anything, to tonight. The reason I did the whole road to celebration, I actually was kind of expecting that maybe Hot Toys would tease more Star Wars, since this would be Star Wars week. But again, to Mario's credit, you don't trust it. This is not the Hot Toys that we're used to. They keep changing shit. This should be Star Wars week. They're like, no, we're going to change things up and we're going to throw the Vulture.
Right.
They do
out of left field.
Out of
dude,
complete
a couple years ago on May 4th, man, they freaking dropped Marvel figures. And then later on the day they dropped Star Wars figures. But
that's
still,
true,
man,
actually.
like,
Yeah. So Denobi, I have a question for you. I know you're picking this up. Are you a little butthurt about not having an Obi-Wan?
An Obi-Wan?
From the Clone Wars series, yeah, to pair them up.
The
Clone Wars version.
Well, going with the armor, I think. Is that what you're saying?
I no, it doesn't bother me. I don't. Yeah. So I don't care for the cartoon versions of the Clone Wars. I've never seen the Rebels. I don't care about the third batch or the Bad Batch. I've never seen any of that. Right?
The third batch.
Right?
The second batch.
I don't do tunes. I don't do. But I like this Anakin because it has a humanistic. I mean, it's a reissue of the sculpt, but it's the vehicles. That is a 100% cinematic step. That step is the same thing we've seen in Phantom Menace, and what they've done is that they've provided me with a variant. So when I have it set up in because I'm gonna have another Max 140 dedicated to Star Wars. That's why I can't do the giant at Walker leg because it's going to be another Star Wars. Is that I want variants of the vehicles because I know I have to trust my judgment that once these variants are gone, it'll sit for 2 years, but once it sells out, this is why Mario follows his preaching philosophy, which I kind of follow it.
Mario.
You just get them all. You get them all, and then if you don't want it down the road, you get rid of it. It's better to have it now, and if you don't have the space or you don't give a shit, then sell it off to your buddy at retail, and you still break even or whatever. Just unload it, right? That's actually not a bad philosophy to follow right now, because maybe I don't want to put words in you, Mara, but you feel Star Wars is still somewhat unstable with Hot Toys. Do you feel that a little bit too? Do you feel like the carpet can get pulled off?
Yeah. I think Star Wars in general is unstable.
Yeah. Okay. I do too.
Anything can happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like Marvel, where Marvel, to me, people in the community are like, Marvel's dead. Marvel's not dead. They're still pumping out tons of pre-orders. It's just not the Marvel that we probably grew up
Marvel pre-orders.
Ever since Endgame, things are just going down.
Yeah. Yeah. But the Loki, pre-orders. Remember, we still have the What Ifs that went into pre-order.
Yeah.
Captain Peggy Carter and the Ironmonger. Yeah. So Marvel is still going strong. Iron Man still sells.
It does.
Even though we don't care about it right now, we're all in love with Star Wars. Iron Man still prints money through other parts of the world. So and on a turn of a dime, I hope Kenobi is a phenomenal show. But if this show tanks, it also affects the merchandise as well too.
Yeah, toy sales and merchandise sales.
It's gonna get bad if this show tanks, because you're riding off Boba Fett, which was not the greatest reception. It's not gonna be a good look. So lots riding on it. Yeah.
You said it just a little bit earlier too, Mario, right? You're like with Kenobi. No, with the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, it's the show. The Book of Boba Fett is not aging very well. It's now turned into a gag reel, a meme reel.
Yeah, I haven't even gone back and had a rewatch of it. I mean, that just goes to show you. It just happened. It just came and went.
There's a lot of collectors now are canceling that the throne because of that. They're like, I just don't need the throne. I'm okay with the 2-pack or the one that I'm content with. So.
Wow, who's Boba Fett? This guy.
Who's Boba Fett?
Wow.
Picture too. So.
Denobi, I'm thinking about picking up a second Anakin of this particular version. I saw someone mock up a Sith version of this guy.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
With the red. It looked very cool. Nice.
With the same fabric and outfit and everything?
Same outfit, but in all black.
It looked really good.
With a red blade. That looked nice.
Well, if you think about it, his chest piece is almost like Vader. It's like
this
Vader's
picture,
armor.
I think. They mocked it up, I think. It was this picture.
Very cool.
No, it's one of them. Is one that he was walking around with. I think actually.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
saw
would
this one
I would
too.
go for it. I would, I don't need another Anakin. It's just the only way to buy another stat vehicle is to buy duplicate
No, you're right. Yeah, the vehicles are great. They sell really. Once they're gone, people always want vehicles. Those are important.
Yeah.
So,
It's vehicles with Star Wars, and again, assuming Kenobi, the TV show, is going to be a good show. If it goes south, I mean, it affects everything. And it's interesting how everybody is still asking for the alien guy that was seen in the Book of Boba Fett. What's his name?
Cad Bane.
Oh,
Cad Bane,
dude.
Cad Bane.
Yeah. Somebody just mentioned in the comments.
Yeah,
Cad Bane. There's history with that character, man. That's just
I never. So I look. There is history, but that history to absorb that history. How would I absorb that history, Mario? If I wanted to learn more about Cad Bane, it'd be through the cartoons, right?
Watch the cartoons.
The Clone Wars
Yeah,
series,
and I don't watch the cartoons, and this is something that I desperately try to tell individuals, that Star Wars IPs are heavily segregated, and just because you love Cad Bane from the Rebels toon show doesn't mean that everybody else does. I didn't know who he was until the memes started showing up. As to this date, I've only ever seen the pilot episode of the Book of Boba Fett. I never went back. I watched a few of the reviews through other third-party YouTubers, but I have no interest to ever watching that show. The pilot episode threw me off. But that's just me, though. I'm very finicky when it comes to bad writing. I did the same thing to Halo. I saw the pilot episode for Halo. I said, "Oh, this is trash," and I never went back to Halo.
Same.
Yeah.
Same,
so
Same.
I don't discriminate. I mean, I treat all the shows. If I sense bad writing, I go, "Oh no, I'm not coming back to this crap." So Boba Fett, that pilot episode was complete garbage. It just was, and it had a lot of lazy tropes in it, and it was awful. It was completely awful. And I'm like, I'm not watching this. And again, I love Marvel. I worship Marvel. I did the same thing for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I saw the first pilot episode for that. I said, "Oh hell no, we're not doing this." Where Falcon was like was going through hardship, and he was like on food stamps, and I go, no, Tony Stark would never have an Avenger go through financial hardship like that. I go, you're creating hardship to propel the story. That's lazy writing. That's just no. This guy helped save the world, and you're telling me he can't get approved for a loan? Like, no, that just doesn't work. That just doesn't work.
Hey, Donomi, can you pull up my screen real quick? I just went ahead and shared it. Shout out real quick to Bob Dylan for sending
I got
this over.
it too as well. Yeah.
This is what I was speaking of earlier.
That would be sick.
Which screen?
I would love to.
I have it in the background for share screen. If you just add
right here. Sure. Hold on. Oh, it is the same one. El Professor right there. Yeah. There you go. I see it.
Yeah, there it is, man.
So it is the same one then, right? Is that it's just, but it's been doctored?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. This one right here, this is one that I was actually referring to, was this particular photo. There's another one with it's the same thing, him in all black with the red blade. It looks
that would be awesome.
This version
that's really cool.
Volumes.
Kind of like a what if, like
this is a mythos right here.
Yeah, very, very mythos. Yeah, you're right. It does have a very mythos. And thank you, Dylan, for the super chat there. The Cad Bane history they speak of is from an unfinished CW episode that they showed footage at San Diego Comic-Con. Again, I have heard of Cad Bane. I didn't know who he was. Was he an ambassador? Was he a president? I had no clue, right? I don't watch the cartoons. I watch cinematic. I watch so forth. So when I would hear collectors like, the collectors will rally for this, I go, really? You really think for a character that was written poorly would be made into a 285 figure? And then I saw and then
it'll sell well.
Yeah, and the reviews. I mean, every episode, the viewership declined.
Going down, yeah.
It went down. It got worse and worse and worse. And then it spiked up a little bit for the very end, just because people wanted to see What very end? In fact, it spiked up at the very end when they omitted Boba Fett, when they brought in Luke and Baby Grogu and so forth, and Yoda and so forth. So I saw the highlights, I saw the review clips. I go, I don't, and people are like, why don't you see it? It's free. It's not it. I just know how the streaming wars work, and I know how analytics work. And Disney knows that I will always keep playing. Sometimes when I'm on moving the so forth, I'll have Disney Plus in the background playing Empire Strikes Back over, Return of the Jedi over. They know my analytics. They know they know that I'm a Star Wars lover. I have these movies playing. And what they saw from me in my household, from my account, is that I saw the first episode of Book of Boba Fett and I never returned. And that's a clear message to them. And I've done this. I've done this to Halo. I've done this to Star Trek Picard Season 2. I watched 4 episodes and I was completely offended. So these networks have real-time numbers. It's not based off of the Nielsen ratings, speculative. I will not give them my viewership off of this household. I'm just like that. I'm just weird like that. It's funny though, because if my sister has Disney Plus, I'll actually go watch it in her house. But this household, my account, where I'm sending money, it will not ever play that show in this household. And again, it's because I know how the algorithm works, and they get real numbers. Like, oh, this dude here watches the classic trilogies and all these Star Wars, but he watched 1 episode of Boba Fett. And I'm hoping, Mario, I don't have to be swift with Kenobi. I really want to make that show work. I really, really, really do.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're starting with 2 episodes, so
that's all I need. I'll tell you after 2 episodes if it's going to be a good show or not. I'll tell you if I'm going to
your verdict.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah,
we'll find out Friday. Actually, are you going to be able to see it before you go to Celebration?
I will. So here's the thing. If I have to bring down the axe of judgment, I want to give the show the best viewing possibility I can. So I have a giant, TV here with surround sound downstairs. I want to see it in 4K. It would be a dishonor. It would be disrespectful to watch it on my mobile device. So I'll be traveling. So the show debuts Thursday, right?
Thursday at midnight.
Yeah. So I'll probably, other than a couple live streams off the Star Wars Celebration and some post media, I will try to avoid any spoilers or anything.
Good luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, walking around Celebration, people might be talking.
Well,
may the force be with you, man.
Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, I'm only there for 2 days, and then I'll fly back out Friday night because I have to work Saturday. So when I get back home, even that night or that morning, I'll watch it. I
doubt there's much to spoil in the first 2 episodes. Unless some crazy stuff happens. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I just general reactions, and there's gonna be a lot of hype going into Friday with a lot of talk of that show. So it's gonna be kind of hard for you to, I think, to avoid any kind of.
I think Star Wars collectors are respectful, right? KG, you would never spoil, right?
Of course I will.
You will. Oh, you know shit.
I'm just gonna close my ears. I'm gonna close my ears and go to the booth and just.
Batman dies in
That's all I'm waiting for. Oh, nice. Yeah, of course.
Hey, are you guys going to the Star Wars Celebration? KG, are you going to Star Wars?
I won't be going. How
about Ryan?
All 4 days. I'm going.
Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. Very cool.
Excited.
Mar, are you doing all 4 days?
No, I had an opportunity. I've seen tickets go here locally. I saw a 4-day ticket go for $45. The people are just trying to dump them right now for some people that can't go. It's crazy right now. Seeing 4-day go for 60.
Wow.
4-day go for 50.
Kidding me?
It's
because life happens. Yeah, that's usually that happens to San Diego Comic-Con too. That's why during certain years of San Diego Comic-Con, when the lottery wouldn't be in my favor, I would still travel to San Diego and I'd go on Craigslist and I'd still be able to find somebody who they don't want to lose their money. Like, hey, I can't make my flyer, or my hotel got canceled or something. And you give them like $100 and I would still be able to pick up. I've always locked in. So even if there's been years where I have no San Diego badge and I still travel and I'll still find a badge at a fair price, sometimes even discounted because either you sell it to me or it's trash the following day, right? It's worthless. So, so that's so for
Now-
this one, yeah. I mean, it's
Look at Braden's
so,
comment.
so are you only doing what, Friday, Saturday, or?
I've got Friday and Saturday. Yeah, I was offered a Thursday ticket, but I won't be able to make it.
All right.
Now, what do you guys think? Are they going to show some crazy shit at the prototypes or what? They're going to show some stuff.
They've already said it. Yeah, we're going to absolutely get it.
Knowing Hot Toys, they're going to bring a Spider-Man. They're going to bring freaking this version of the Vulture.
No.
Look at the Vulture over there in the
Batman.
Imagine they do that. Oh man.
No, I think the Vulture will make it.
Exo 6 is going to show up with
San
all the
Diego.
prototypes.
I think
you think so?
San Diego.
You think Vulture will make an appearance?
No, not at Celebration.
No, not this week.
Oh, okay.
No, it'll be at
This
San
is
Diego.
Star Wars,
I'm
yeah.
willing to put money down on that it'll be a Marvel smorgasbord.
Maybe they might show Vulture and they might show the Toby and Andrew figures for No Way Home maybe at San Diego. That'd be a good idea.
They may. I mean, the guys, I can't think of his name. The guys that do the unboxing at Sideshow, they're all going to be there. It's their Sideshow.
Right.
Going all
San
out.
Diego's, that's the big hitters. That's where they put a lot of big stuff. So it's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I got I got approved for my I got approved for my San Diego because I showed up. Those bastards made me show up last year for San Diego Comic-Con for November's special edition bullshit.
And you got approved for it this year?
Well, I had to keep my press badge. I kept applying for that damn press badge for multiple years.
You saw JC Hong, right? Or you saw him with his two translators or whatever?
I see. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. In 2019, he was there, but there was no San Diego Comic-Con in 2020. And then last year they did the stupid special edition and they sent me the email to verify my press badge. And like, it was, I got bullied. It was pretty bad.
You went to New York too, right?
I did New York too, because they, when you apply for a press badge, it takes several weeks and nobody was showing up to the New York con. And when I applied for it, it was like within 24 hours. I'm like, son of a bitch. There's nobody can do this thing.
No one's going.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we'll give you the badge and everything and blah, blah, blah. And then like, even like the local hotel there gave me like a discount. It was, it was fun. I had a blast. I got to hang out with Don Prime and Local Lou and Dante. I had a blast. New York was fun. It was like my second time there. And so I'll be there. I'm going to try to show up to New York this year again. I'll be at San Diego for about 4 days. Celebration is 2 days. It's crazy. I mean, the fact that we spent most of the stream talking about the Vulture, and I felt like I was trying to plan it very Star Wars theme. Like I thought we'd be talking about a Kenobi. I'm like, we're gonna get a Kenobi, right? They're gonna drop a Hot Toys Kenobi, and we're gonna scrutinize this, which I don't care because Ewan McGregor is Hollywood royalty to me. He's Hollywood royalty. He's Star Wars royalty.
Oh,
same thing like Natalie Portman. Why don't we have a Natalie Portman? she is Star Wars royalty. I don't understand. I would buy all those wacky dresses from like the one with the red and the I would buy that.
Yep, from episode
Mara
1.
would buy that with me. I know Mara would buy that. Would you buy Princess Queen Amidala with the red dress from Phantom Menace with the little
Queen
bulb?
Sure.
Armadillo. Yeah, why not?
Armadillo. Hey man,
would you buy her?
If it's a Hot Toys with a Star Wars label on it, man, of course I'm gonna get it.
Dude, just wait. This week we might see a Padme this week. We'll see.
Hey man, bring Jar Jar.
I mean, with the recent Thor: Love and Thunder, I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, they're getting a license for that.
Oh man, Natalie Portman might get 2 Hot Toy figures from 2 different IPs this year.
Yeah,
we're getting a trailer this Monday too. So I mean,
Queen Amidala.
Yeah,
Armadillo. Yeah, maybe, or you know what? They can be what's the expression? They can be throttling their releases up until the event. They're like, you know what? We'll just release more DC or whatever, and we're gonna save the Star Wars goodness for the celebration. They do that.
I mean, they stated they're gonna do them. They think like May 5th. They said they got another batch of Attack of the Clones figures coming, so we'll see.
Yeah, that was the tip of the iceberg for what we got on. I think it was May the 4th. So there's a lot of stuff coming. So
what is this? Are we getting a real? I thought we had the trailer ready for Love and Thunder.
No, we're getting a second trailer.
No, there's a teaser trailer. It was before. This is the official trailer.
I think it's on the semi-finals for NBA. I think, I don't know.
Probably.
It's Monday night. So
No.
I would love Natalie Portman. I would take. Yeah, I would.
Everyone does.
I would. Yeah, she could be the new Princess Leia. You can make multiple. Just keep switching up the dress. I would just create a queen. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Would she go in Joker's palace?
Oh no, she's Star Wars royalty, and she would end up. Yeah,
she would go on the license. She's in the license area.
She's in the license, man. She would end up. Yeah, I wouldn't be. You know how Mario has his module cases all empty there and shit. No, my module case.
Wow. Wait till I'm
talking
done.
Smack.
Right? Wait till I'm done.
Hey, you're building it.
I
see progress. I see progress.
It's still a work in progress. Hey,
do you think?
Yeah, Riley, this is.
Oh, I like your little acrylics.
So
creating dimension there. What's that? What's that, Riley?
I was just gonna say that if we do get the Padme and you just reference Leia, they can do like a little kid bash, different Padmes, stuff like that. Maybe. So Revenge of the Sith's anniversary is in 2 years, right? Or 2 years, I believe. 2 or 3 years. Do you think we'll get a Padme then as well?
Yeah, for Revenge of the Sith.
You think so? You think it warrants them to make
because she was teased. Hot Toy seems to be going back to their graveyard. Padme was teased in 2018 with she was teased that same year with Attack of the Clones C-3PO.
That's right.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, that could be the lineup. Mace Windu was teased.
Maybe we could. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. We saw Mace a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and Riley
maybe
Mace.
We'll see it maybe this week. No.
Yeah, it'll be good. So I'm gonna end the stream a little bit here, and I'll keep everybody up, but I'm gonna end it here with the Gandalf and art. So we all are in agreement. Majority of the community seems to be in agreement, even though we keep stroking Queen Studios rep, his ego and all and so forth. It seems that the consensus is no one's going to spend 520 or
not touching it. I can appreciate it, but I'm not touching it.
It depends on the franchise. This franchise, no, not for me. But if it gets something that piques my interest, maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of money though.
I'm still on the fence.
Why is it
I was gonna say $549.
Pay in full or payment plan.
So this is through Spec Fiction, folks. Listen, and this is based off of is this in LA, Mario? This is Spec Fiction's in LA. Yeah.
He's in SoCal,
yeah. So if you folks listen in because I know it's a little bit cheaper through Hong Kong retailers, I would probably recommend using a US retailer like Spec Fiction, because here's the scenario I'm going to paint for you kids out there. If the Joker, once it gets released, if it gets released and it turns out to be like a dumpster fire, a lot of those Hong Kong retailers are not going to be refunding your non-refundable deposit back. I know with Spec Fiction, he does with does he? I want to say he does. He collect.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you do a payment plan with the it's through partially. So however partially works, that's you gotta figure that out.
What are my pre-order options on this?
Flex Pay.
There's there's Flex Pay. So I know there's different versions, but I know it's like average price point $500. So this is Spec Fiction. That's who folks listening in. That's like, if you guys really want to go back to the Shire, you want to help support the channel, link is in the description, right? You can pick up your Gandalf here if you don't want to go through the Hong Kong channels. Perfect example is the Vulture situation, where everybody dumped all their deposits on through 1/6 Kit, which is a great retailer. I buy from him all the time, but he makes it very clear you're not getting your money back. You put your deposit down up for us to hold your Vulture. You change your mind, we respect that, but don't ask us for your deposit back. So
it's called NRD for a reason, right?
It's called NRD for a reason.
Exactly.
Non-refundable deposit. It makes it very, very, very clear. So link is in the description for that. That's it for Spec Fiction. That way I can get my Iron Man statue. Have I shamed the community enough on the Vulture situation? For I
think so. Maybe you can roll the clip. Roll the clip one more time.
I think you were pretty vocal about it. So
roll the hella fakes one more time.
The hella
fake.
Fake. Stuff in here is fake. A week.
How do you make these? How do you make these so fast? I don't understand.
Work very fast.
This,
Yeah.
the eternal flame.
It fits, man. It fits.
It's you know.
Oh man. Wow.
You can't blame Hot Toys. They have their resources are better.
No, yeah, business is business.
Everybody else showed their hands, right? And
in chess, the pawns go first.
The pawns all went first. They got to see it, while they were busy working with their cat designs. Like, oh, so Toys R Us doing this, so forth's doing that. Jazz Inc. is too heavy. We got this. I mean, it's perfection. I don't. Why would anybody at this point doubt it? Did you say anything negative? I know you don't collect Marvel, or you're going light on Marvel, right? Right, Mario? You don't, but still.
Extremely light.
Yeah, still. It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
Again, like I said, that's if they drop it. So we'll see. We'll see
you go ahead.
They're gonna drop it, Mario. Come on.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
They're gonna do it, man. Look at classic Loki. Look what happened with that.
Sounds like somebody just dropped something else, man. What happened, right?
Oh yeah, dropped something.
Something just dropped.
I think it's gonna be. I mean, looking at the 2018 version, I think there's gonna be a lot of upgrades since then. Now having references through the third party and what to do and what not to do. So I mean, yeah, this is going to be a pretty big figure as far as wingspan goes. This is, I'm all in for it.
Fake.
Really? You gonna pick this up, Kichi?
No, I'm not gonna pick it up. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I am picking it up, but I'm not pre-ordering it. So.
No, I'm excited for this. The Vulture will be coming home, but when it drops, I don't think it'll be dropping this week. Pre-order it, but when it does, it'll definitely be added because I'm gonna expand my Spider-Verse section. I'm still enjoying the whole Spider-Man.
I see it's building up there.
Yeah. So it should be something to look forward to. So I want to say thank you all. I'm gonna cut it here because it's been fun. It's gonna be talk. Hopefully, Mario. I know you're going to be dragged down in UKG, and you guys, hopefully we can try to keep the road to Celebration open, but I think Vulture is going to take the cake for the next several days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be at Celebration just thinking of a Vulture.
Yeah.
Ooh, Star Wars, but Vulture.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's
absolutely
there is a rule of collecting. No. What's that?
Absolutely not. You guys are no.
Nah, we're gonna be having our lightsabers. We're gonna duel.
Exactly,
Come on,
man.
there you go. Come on, man.
Right.
You want the ultimate? You gotta be willing to pay the ultimate price.
That's it. And then my last one, my last meme. I have to show this.
You know my pain.
Let us explore it together. Each man hides a secret pain. It must be exposed and reckoned with. It must be dragged from the darkness and forced into the light. Share your pain. Share your pain with me. And gain strength from the share.
I see you.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Thank you so much, KG. Thank you, Riley, for joining. Thank you, Mario, for joining. And it's just going to be an interesting week on the road to Celebration.